find out who the Most High is talking about when he claims someone. Because everybody has a favorite thing. When you claim something, you make it yours. Say like, his shoes. His is a possessive pronoun, meaning his shoes belongs to that individual. So now we're going to find out who do the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who belongs to them? Who is the owner? Who is the father of the 12 tribes of Israel? You got that for me, brother? The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. The Most High is saying, you, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, if you're on this 12 tribes chart right here, the Most High is claiming you. He claims us, the 12 tribes. Read it one more time. Look at Amos chapter 3, verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Out of all of the nations on this earth, the Most High God has only known the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He does not know a white man. He does not know an Asian man. He does not know an African. He only knows so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is important. This is important to know that God only recognizes you. Keep reading. Verse 3. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity. All right, we already heard that iniquity is sin. So, what does a father do? Say, you as a father, you have 2 kids, and they're playing with a group of other kids, about 20 other kids. And then all 20 of those kids and your 2 kids right there start throwing rocks at a car. You already know that throwing rocks at a car is bad. So as a father, what are you going to do to correct your child? You will punish your 2 kids. Those other 20 kids are not your responsibility. You're not going to worry about what they do because they are not yours. The 12 tribes is only for the Most High. The Most High claims them, nobody else. The Most High does not claim a white man. The Most High does not claim an Asian man. You are nothing. He does not care about you. You are like a drop that comes from a vessel, you other nations. Read that from the top, brother. Oh, God. The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 2. No sweat. The other nations are as nothing. We read that in the Bible earlier. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. The Most High has only known you, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child. You are the only people that the Most High knows. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity. So the Most High is going to punish us. He punishes his children. His children are the ones that go through this hell, this desolate living on this planet right here, because we did not do what our Father told us to do. So our Father is punishing us for our iniquity because we messed up. We messed up. That's why we are at the bottom right now. We're at the bottom because we did not do what the Most High told us to do. Can you get me let me get Deuteronomy chapter 27 and 1. See, the Most High gave us a set of laws so we can live our lives correctly. So we won't have to worry about black on black crime. A man leaving a woman or a woman leaving a man. You know, beef in one block, that's another block. You know, this group of people don't like this other group of people because of what? We have laws that our community can be better than what it is right now. It's community over competition. So, read that what you got, brother. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 1. And Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying, keep all
of the commandments, which I command you this day.
All right, Moses and the elders of Israel, those are the leaders back then. He came to the congregation, the entire Israel, like this is what you're supposed to do. These are the commandments that the Most High has laid out in front of you. And this is how you're supposed to live your life. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. This is how you're supposed to live your life, the commandments of this Bible. But since we have not lived our lives the way that our Father told us to, we are at the bottom of society. We are looked down upon like we are nothing, when we are the greatest people on the face of the planet. We will be set up on high when we come back to our Father right here. All right, we still have the opportunity to get right with our Father. He never stopped loving us. So what we have to do, we need to get a flyer coming to this body. Get ISUPK.com. You know, learn our history. Learn where we come from truly. Learn our nationality. Learn how we're supposed to treat each other. Learn about brotherhood and sisterhood. Learn how we can come out of this desolation and this hell, this low life of living. The answers is all right here in this book right here. All you gotta do is open it and read it. And come to a class. Get to ISUPK.com. Read that for me, brother.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
But it shall come to pass, this will happen, if you don't listen to God. If you don't listen to God, what will happen?
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
The Most High God gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to follow. He said, if we do not follow his laws, his statutes, and his commandments this day, what will happen?
That all these curses,
that all these what?
Curses.
These what?
Curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And all these curses. Now, a curse is not a good thing. I hope you know that. In the Webster Merriam Dictionary, a curse is a cause of great harm or miscomfort. So let's see, what are these curses that will befall the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the 12 tribes of Israel? And let's see if these curses have actually happened to another nation of people. See, this is important to find out what happened to your people, because these are identifying markers in the Bible that lets you know that the Most High is choosing this group of people right here. He didn't know any other nation. Read verse 16 for me, brother.
Verse 16, cursed shall thou be in the city.
Cursed shall thou be in the city. This city right here. You want to know what curses we have right now dealing with? Unfortunately, we die in the streets at an extreme rate. We have the police killing us. We have our own brothers killing us. And we also have these other nations killing us. We have three things that's just destroying our neighborhoods and destroying our nationality, destroying our nation. We don't have to kill each other. We have the law, statutes, and commandments right here in this book that can teach you how to be a brother, that can teach you how to treat another brother, another black, Hispanic, and Native American man. We can learn how to be a great nation if we just come back home to this Bible. Keep reading.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Actually, let's start from the top.
Verse 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
All right, in the city. We're cursed in the city too, because what? We have Planned Parenthood. We're killing ourselves at the tone of 350,000 babies a year. So in 3 years, that could be 1 million so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So every 3 years, that could be a million of our nation growing every 3 years. We can be a great nation. We need to stop killing ourselves. And the curse too of our living situations. Like rent is going sky high. You know, the wages are still low. Like we gotta get side jobs and side hustles just to pay the rent, just to eat. Like the gas price going up right now, you gotta think about whether you're gonna get something to eat or get that $10 of gas to go to work. Like this is a curse right here. You shouldn't have to decide whether to eat or to drive to work or drive anywhere that you have to go. That should not be an option. If we were ruling this nation, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But since the white man is ruling this nation, the earth, the planet is mourning. People are dying. People are crying. There's no justice. There's nothing righteous about this world that we're living in right now. They destroyed all of our families because of their selfish ways. They only care about themselves. They don't give a damn about you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. They're just wicked. And there's no way they can ever be unwicked because God made them that way. Keep reading.
Verse 17.
Slock it. Read 32. Drop down to 32 for me. Deuteronomy chapter 28, 32.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
And when we came over here, got off of those slave ships, and then we were sold on an auction block, and we were in slavery for generation after generation, what did the slave master do? A family have a baby. The slave master would come up, snatch that baby from that mother. Father, mother, crying. That baby in the arms of the slave master being transported from his real family to a whole nother plantation. That baby don't know where he's going, and that family don't know where that baby's going. Read that from the top.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto other people.
We will be given unto, this is twofold. We will be given unto another people because first we did not follow the law, statutes, and commandments. So the Most High sent a group of people as a weapon to punish us for our iniquity. We are in the hands of the so-called white man right now. We came over here to this country. They can't deport us. Why? Because we were their property at one point in time. You know how other groups of people can be deported, but black people can't? There's a reason for that. And it's the white man's iniquity why we can't, we have nowhere to go. They stole us. And they forced us to build this nation. And then now this nation is built, yeah, they don't want us here, but they can't kick us out. We are stuck in the white man's hands until Christ comes back. Keep reading.
Come. And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them. That father and that mother that saw that baby get yanked out of her arms and most likely got put on a carriage and drove up the road to go to another plantation, those eyes are longing. She's crying. She's in pain. She just lost her baby. What this trifling nation of people that just steal babies, to steal a group of people, like it's just, they're cold-hearted. It's so terrible. Okay, drop down 48 for me, brother. This nation of people that we're in their hand, they have absolutely no respect for you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. They could give a damn about you. So you should give a damn about them too. They are not our family. They are not our people. The 12 tribes of Israel are the only people in this Bible that matter. Every other nation is nothing. All right, read what you got for me, brother.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shall thou serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. We do have enemies in this Bible. As people, when we were on the auction block, the Bible says, ye shall be sold unto your enemy. Who were we sold to? The so-called white man. What did the Bible call the so-called white man? Your enemy. Read that scripture for me, brother.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
And hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things, because we don't own anything.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. So they like, damn, baby.